following podcast is most likely unlistenable, unintelligible, inarticulate, and problematic, and will probably ruin your day. But if you have any pity in your big red heart, you'll listen to these four handsome boys. Please, bro, please. They need this so bad. Please, bro, just listen.
Do you imagine like a full-time Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts YouTuber?
That's what
Just
I'm saying.
like-
Like, it wouldn't be able to happen.
Be
You
awesome.
can't do it.
Just like stretched out so bad, like top 10s, like top 10 funniest Banjo-Kazooie designs. I mean, that was pretty much Halo. Like every YouTuber had to find something. It was either like top 10 kills.
Literally every top 10 video ever.
Number 15.
Yeah, but Halo
Unless
was
it's
like
something
Machinima's
very, unless
baby.
it's something very broad, like top 10 TV shows.
I mean, that's
But anything beyond that.
that's Watch Mojo's like whole niche, right? And there's also like, how is Watch Mojo not run out of content?
Because of what you just said, what we were saying.
They literally can't run out of content.
Infinite.
What's their
Yeah.
Is
like,
that you
most-
can just stretch it and it'll never pop or break.
What's the last Watch Mojo video you watched? Because I know you'll see one and you'll be like, all right, I gotta check that out a little bit.
Top,
You know,
top
Yeah.
15 Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts characters.
I don't think they ever did that.
Yeah. Yeah, the number one was Trophy Thomas.
I don't remember that character. There's a lot of. I'm checking Watch Mojo's channel right now. There's a
That was
lot
the
of
hot one.
there's a lot of Rick and Morty content.
Oh my god.
Yeah, top 10 Rick and Morty.
When I watch their videos, I see each individual number and I just skip ahead to the next number. I'm like, okay, what do they say is number 10? Okay, let's see in the preview what looks like the next number. Okay, skip.
Would you rather them just release like a list on Twitter?
The
Yeah,
whole point is
I
listening to the
would,
person talk, though.
No.
No,
They're
I
like,
can't stand the person talking.
Marchin considers Watch Mojo to be the authority on whatever they're talking about at the time, so he
Yes.
needs to see the list. Like, how else would you know? Like, I don't know what the top 10 funniest songs by comedians are, but I don't want to watch a 10-minute video to find out. Sorry, a 14-minute video. Yeah, screw that. Put that on Twitter, or just
Exactly.
release the list somewhere. Like, oh, guys, the list came out. All right, there we go.
Apparently, I spent my Valentine's Day watching top 10 politically incorrect games.
What a
What a better way.
romantic.
No better way to, spend your Valentine's Day
Exactly.
by watching Watch Mojo videos, watching them do the runners up. And you always like see someone that you wish made it to number one in the runners up.
Oh,
I
I
just-
wish.
I wish.
Now, my opinion is invalidated.
You guys, I mean, like, I'll be honest, just the Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts talk has, like, made me I can't stop thinking about that game. That's the best game.
Welcome back to Post Unavailable. It's the podcast for Nuts and Bolts by Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts speedrunners. I'm of course joined by the world record holder of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
Like, Banjo Co. What?
Matt
I
Cosman.
I actually my machinima content it's basically Achievement Hunter but better. It's
Yeah.
Jiggies Hunter, and so we go after all the Jiggies in Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, and it's how to get every single Jiggy.
I don't think you can say that anymore.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Uh-huh.
We're still
the-
allowed to say Jiggy?
The number one Jiggy Hunter, Merchant Babel.
The first Banjo-Kazooie is my favorite game of all time.
Yeah, Nuts and Bolts.
I've never beaten it.
And the voice of Banjo-Kazooie himself, Basie Farrell, is also here.
Yeah, I like Donkey Kong better.
Do Banjo-Kazooie's famous catchphrase
Yourself.
in his voice, Basie.
Oh,
That's him. Whenever he gets like a little puzzle piece, and he just makes that moaning noise,
Every time.
I get
that
so
same sound clip.
I get so excited. It's one of those games that you can't play with your parents around because they're like, "Oh, what is happening in that game?" And like, it's just banjo, mom.
Going completely off topic. Have you heard of I can't remember what his name is. It's like Eamon something. He makes those he makes like animations on YouTube. Yeah, Eamon animations. And remember
Sure.
that one pastor who's like ha 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 ha.
Oh, the
ha. And have you seen that animation
like-
of that guy and he's like turning into a demon and shit?
no, but that's the guy who like his face looks like clay, right? That
Yeah, he
pastor?
looks terrifying. So this guy does like it kind of looks like source film animation,
Okay.
but he makes the models himself. So he did one for like his newest one was for Steven Crowder, and he did one for like Jordan Peterson and stuff. But like he oh fuck, I can't even remember where this is going. I got so excited about it. Anyways, continue on. What
Yeah.
were we talking about?
I
Banjo-Kazooie?
bet it was really. I think it was going to be really funny what you were going to say.
I
So
can't even remember what I was talking
No,
about.
so I'm just
we were
saying.
saying some
appreciate it.
just some bullshit about Banjo-Kazooie.
Mhm.
I mean, that reminds me of like TF2 animations and how it's like the oldest form of YouTube comedy I can think of, but it will never like not be funny to me. Seeing like the shitty TF2 models just like swing around and just like their arms just like pop into place and their like eyes bulge out of their head.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
I don't see.
Those are so
That's
good.
the only one I know.
Those are
That's
so
the only one I
good.
don't like, and it's the
ever
most
seen.
popular. That
That's
one's
a-
annoying. I
What
was
makes that again?
watching.
I would always watch TF2 animations, film like source film animations when I was younger.
I used to watch like the most insane shit on YouTube that I would just like literally be 8 years old and sit in front of the computer and just like completely blank stare and just watch like absolute garbage for 6 hours. Like I would watch like
That's
people just go through every single Super Smash Brothers character and like just like show all their like costumes or like show new fake costumes that were like MS Paint fucking added onto them. I'd watch fucking like the worst Mario content. I'd basically watch like the shittiest Newgrounds videos get re-uploaded onto YouTube and then made worse.
I was addicted
Feel like-
to Lego animations.
Yeah, like stop motion Lego animations.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd watch that shit too.
I was like, oh, that's the coolest. And
I know.
even like the really like shitty and like
Yeah.
slow ones that like there's not really movement. It's more like the Lego characters are just like teleporting around the screen.
Yeah, it's like 1 frame per second.
I was like, oh, this is the fucking coolest. I don't know how they do this.
Yeah, I was like, these guys are like the next Kubrick and Spielberg. And it's
I
like
watched
this. Go ahead.
I watched this one really edgy one. It was Lego animation, and the guy was like, "You know what the time is?" He was like, "Why don't you get a watch?" And then he kills the guy. Right? Yeah, tells him to get a watch, and he kills the guy. And then it's just this Lego man, the stop animation, going around just killing people in really edgy ways and like saying really edgy shit. It was I don't know why.
That was
I used to watch that shit.
That was like the golden age of YouTube when like you were a little kid and you didn't look at view counts or like anything. Like you didn't focus on one single creator. You were just looking for like if it has a Lego person in the thumbnail. The thumbnail doesn't even have to be. It literally just has to be like whatever fuzzy 420p screenshot from the video they used for the thumbnail. You would click on it and be like, "This is amazing. This is so fucking funny." That fucking Lego video of fucking the guy going to McDonald's. I don't even remember what it was about. It's just like a Lego video of some guy going through a McDonald's drive-through, and it's filmed in like the guy's room, and he's like whisper yelling so that his parents don't wake up or hear what he's doing. It's fantastic. A lot of like old Newgrounds videos are like that.
I want some Mickey D's.
Wonder how many views that fucking video has. Because I feel like that's like a classic. But it's the same thing with when I looked up that like Super Homer 64, which is just like a guy putting like really compressed Simpsons quotes over Mario 64. Only had like 400,000 views. And I thought it was like the funniest, most amazing video ever when I saw it when I was like 7 years old.
Now 20 billion views.
More
Now
than
it's like-
Gangnam Style.
And you know who actually uploaded it? PewDiePie.
Holy shit.
Whoa. No way, dude.
Yeah, no, it's called Mickey Doonalds and it has 10 million views, and it was released 14 years ago.
Holy shit.
I remember McDonald's.
Yeah, I feel like we've talked about it on this fucking
I think so.
this fucking thing before, you know.
Partcast.
I was watching. I watched Chef for the first time. With
Why that movie is being pushed everywhere on me for some reason.
My name's Chef.
I see it everywhere. I don't know why.
It's a good movie. It's a fun, fine movie
Holy shit, is that Chef with Jon Favreau?
with Jon Favreau.
Have you guys
Holy
seen Chef?
Fuck. You guys,
What's
hey,
the
you guys
story?
seen Chef?
What's the
What's
story
that?
of Chef?
What's that from?
Yeah, let us know.
It's about
From the peak of YouTube.
yeah. It's from Jon Favreau. Hated making Iron Man 2, and so he made a movie about what it was like to make Iron Man 2.
And he just made a lot of food.
But instead of making a movie, it's about making food.
Oh hell yeah, that sounds awesome.
I mean,
Yeah,
basically,
the food is an allegory for Iron Man 2.
it
And,
is.
It was bland and forgettable.
No, that's literally the plot. That's literally what happens. Because it's like the first he's like a successful chef who has a lot of good meals under his belt. But then they have this critic coming in and they're like, "All right, I'll do something like different and special." But then his boss is like, "No, just do the same thing as before because he'll like that." And then the critic is like, "This sucked. It's the same thing as before." And then he gets all pissed off.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the nostalgia critic. I remember it, so you don't have to.
And then he kills the nostalgia critic at
And
his
then
table.
He does a bunch of crazy facial expressions and hand
His
gestures.
mouth opens up like 7 feet wide. And then all the Kickassia crew come and they have to fight Jon Favreau.
And then
Linkara's there.
And then Jon Favreau gets knocked out, and then he like wakes up, and they take a paper bag off of his head, and he's on Pop Quiz Hotshot.
Oh fuck.
And then he has to do really shitty movie trivia references about Battlestar Galactica, Star Trek, and what's another one he like? Oh, anything Disney. Yeah, literally anything Disney. And then Nostalgia Critic goes like, No, you're wrong. But give him the points anyways, because he made me laugh. Give him the points.
I
hate him. I hate
nothing would ever.
I hate Doug Walker, dude.
Nothing will ever bring me to watch Pop Quiz Hotshot.
I hate him.
Or any of their stuff. The only thing about Doug Walker right now that's kind of redeemable is that he doesn't really care if he gets made fun of and doesn't like react really negatively to it. But Linkara, if you make fun of him, he'll start screaming and crying and complain about you on Twitch. There's like a stream, I forget what it was, but what the context was, but like someone was like comparing him to Nostalgia Critic Linkara, and he's like, my videos get way more views than Nostalgia, and he goes on like his channel live on stream and just is like comparing, like he's really into it and just like comparing the Nostalgia Critic's views to his fucking atop the fourth wall.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Anyways, the only reason I thought of Chef is because his son's iPad's background in that movie is like a TF2 source animation screenshot.
That's awesome.
So
that's
the
a
only
good
reason.
movie.
Yeah.
Jon Favreau loves TF2 shorts.
Jon Favreau could play the Heavy in a live action movie.
That'd be awesome.
I think so.
Yeah, when's the TF2 live action movie?
TF2 live action would have who's it?
Yeah.
Is it Vin Diesel? He's the fucking crazy one.
Yeah.
They're all fucking crazy, dude.
What are you talking about?
No, yeah, it's Vin Diesel, not The Rock. I don't know. Yeah, it would definitely be Vin Diesel would be the Heavy. I remember because I said Vin Diesel, and then I remembered bald people. Okay, so with the Eamon Animations thing, all right. He always depicts Joe Rogan as like turning into a chimp. So it's
he pretty much is.
He's this terrifying depiction of him where he's like talking normally. It's like in Steven Crowder's mind or whatever, and there's giant heads floating around him, and one of them's Joe Rogan. He's just talking normal, and then he starts screeching like a baboon, and he has like he has fangs and shit. And his like eyes go like orange and red, and his like nose goes up and shit. And his
Joe
like
Rogan
mouth,
literally looks
like a
like
chimp's mouth, like how they have the weird like lips that they can move around. He
Yeah,
gets
when
Familiar with
those.
his chimp's
threatening.
mouth.
He's he just starts screaming, and then he's like, yeah, I'm really excited for the sequel. Honestly, I can't wait for Avatar 2.
I mean, that's honestly like what my mouth looks like when I record this show anytime. Joe Rogan looks like have you ever seen the picture of the bonobo with alopecia? He literally looks like that. It's like a hairless bonobo monkey.
Yeah, he really is a fucking ape.
What the fuck are
Well,
you
I
talking
mean, that
about?
does bring up the question of if you could replace your lips with monkey's lips, would you? Like,
They're basically
Um,
like fingers. Like you
yeah,
can,
literally, like they're so like they're
like
so they have
thumbs.
so many muscles and like
Mhm.
movable. You could
I would
kiss
get, like-
someone from like 10 feet away.
That's true. I would get like I've seen orangutans like fucking peel shit and like screw little screws with just their lips. Like they have very
Dude,
dexterous
yeah,
lips.
that's the only way that you could see all this anime shit about people wielding swords with their mouths. You could only do it with monkey lips.
All
Yeah,
anime
exactly.
people in
Only
the
a
anime
monkey.
world have monkey lips.
Yeah, everyone in the anime world has monkey lips. Gonna
What if Goku? Because Goku has a monkey tail, right? So what if he had like
So, like,
monkey
yeah.
lips?
Yeah, say it.
If Vegeta came down and he just like lifted his fucking monkey lips up to his nose and showed his gums. You could say that without any implication, basically. You only get an implication out of it if you're a
Yeah, if they were monkeys, they're apes, Noah.
whatever
They're
ape lips. Then.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
apes. All right, they're primates. They're not monkeys. Okay.
primate.
Well, I mean,
Anyway.
maybe Goku is. Maybe
It's
Goku
Primate.
is.
Okay, Primeape is a Pokemon. Thank you very much.
But they're primates.
So-
I did not
Well,
mistake.
How-
I did not misspeak.
does
Martian.
primate's
I know what I was
lips
talking
have
about.
something special? What about this Pokemon's lips?
Primeape actually doesn't have a mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna
so-
say I don't think he has a mouth.
What?
But Pikachu does have ape lips, and he will show his gums if he's trying to threaten another Pokemon. I feel like I wouldn't want ape lips because the things that they use them for, I don't have a reason for that. Like I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I need to like threaten someone and let them know that I will attack them. I haven't
By smiling, full gum, full teeth, bearing.
because that would do it.
Yeah.
Even if a human did that to you, you'd be like, all right, I will not fuck with you. I will not go near you.
Literally.
It's like I saw this picture and it's like, oh, look at the happy chimpanzee in the water. And it's this chimp in the water and it looks like it's like rushing towards the camera and it has its full teeth bearing.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, yeah, I think that cameraman's about to fucking die.
It's always really scary, but it just looks like they're smiling. They're
Yeah.
happy.
Look, he's
They're
so
happy.
happy rushing towards me. He's
They're-
screaming with joy.
It's swinging its arms in a helicopter motion for a hug. It's getting ready for a really big hug. It's not gonna crush your skull with one fucking sledgehammer swoop. Take out your fucking ribs and legs and spine.
Rip your face off.
The
I'd do that.
And your arms too. They just rip your arms off.
Yeah.
Beat
That's
you
what
to death
Chewbacca
with them.
taught us to do.
Who?
Chewbacca does that. He rips arms off.
he never actually does it. The Han Solo is like, my fucking buddy will rip your arms off if you beat him at chess.
Oh.
And then he never actually does it, but then in the Lego game, that's his main attack.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the Lego game, like the Lego game's pretty much the only like accurate
Depiction
Star
It's the only
of Star Wars.
canon.
fiction.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Before they could talk, too, you know.
Exactly.
Ugh, I
Yeah.
hate when Lego people in my Lego games talk.
I know, right? What the fuck?
Or do you prefer like an original script for a Lego game where they talk, or do you like when it's like Lord of the Rings and they just take the actual movie clips and add like really unfunny jokes to it?
I would rather
Wait,
they
really?
would tell
Oh my
the
God.
story completely visual, like Lego Star Wars.
And they
Yeah.
go, and they like take out a picture of like pregnant.
Yeah, that was funnier
Battle
than them
Canon.
talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
True.
like more
As soon
creative
as
too. I
they
understood
started
what was
talking,
happening.
the games all went downhill. Nobody played Lego games anymore, and coincidentally, I turned like 15. But
Yeah, and nobody. Yeah.
Dude, I'm playing Lego DC Villains right now because it was on sale for $6.
DC what?
Not DC's nuts.
DC's.
These nuts.
Imagine playing though like Lego Jurassic World, like the games like that, where it's like there's like not 400 characters in it. I don't understand why you would play it
You can play as
Also-
every dinosaur though.
in the world.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they could put that on a game.
Oh, you don't think so?
do they have the rights?
No. The I think we started this podcast talking about Lego like I mean like a year ago talking about Lego Star Wars the complete saga, and it still hasn't come out yet. That fucking like mystery game, like they keep pushing it back. Something's happening with that game. It's gonna be like Cyberpunk. It's gonna be completely broken.
Who's
It's
who's
a Lego
making
game.
it?
Just put it back together. Am I right, guys?
Hey.
Sure, dude. Except I think they're doing like a whole new engine, and people are gonna talk in that. So
Oh, Blizzard is
no.
making it. Oh
no, you can actually turn it off in that game.
in the new one coming out,
It's toggleable.
talking.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah,
What?
you mute your TV.
Yeah.
Toggled the voice acting.
Well, then people wouldn't need to complain. I mean, I think you can do that in any game. You can turn the
you
voice
mute it.
acting. You
Yeah.
can just turn the voice volume down. That doesn't mean that they designed the game around telling a visual story. There could literally be a scene in the new Lego game where people are just standing in a room talking, giving like all the exposition. You're like, oh, at least I could turn the voices off. You just have no idea what's going on.
No,
Yeah, but you would because they would do it visually.
Uh-huh.
Are they going to though?
Apparently, it's possible. It's
Well,
not confirmed.
Are they going to or not? I don't know. Why? What does Occam's razor say? Huh?
I don't know.
Occam's
Never
razor
tried.
says they'll never
Never
release it.
played Skyrim.
That's a
The
good
simplest solution. So you're saying the simplest solution would just be not to release it?
Just don't make it. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
right?
Occam Razor really doesn't solve a lot of problems if you think of the simplest solution as they're just not going to do it for any situation.
well,
it just won't happen.
Also, Occam's razor is supposed to be about something that's already happened,
Oh,
not something that's going to happen or that hasn't happened yet.
yeah. Well, that's what people come to this show for accurate applications of
Occam's razor and
different theories and
lips.
hypotheses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and ape lips.
Yeah.
Is that going to be an Occam's razor? Ape lips?
How the fuck did we get on that? Oh, we were talking about Vin Diesel playing the heavy in TF2.
Yes.
He wouldn't. He
No,
would.
of course not.
He would say like, who do you think Vin Diesel would think is the main character of Team Fortress 2? Probably like
The spy.
yeah, he would play one of those, even though he's like
No, he wouldn't.
completely no, but he would make the studio cast him.
They wouldn't cast Vin Diesel, I don't think.
Vin Diesel would want to be just a buff spy, or a buff, not even a spy actually. He'd want to be the scout because that's
They
a
cast
miracle.
Vin
God,
Diesel.
That would be so funny.
That's what I'm saying. He would be like,
Vin
no,
Diesel would be like,
have
I want
play
to be
the
demo
scout."
man. I want to be demo man. Vin, I don't know how to tell you this, bud, but
Vin Diesel, what's your race?
you can't
No one
be the
could
demo
possibly
man.
know. No one could possibly know.
Can
Well,
you
no,
do
he's
a Scottish accent? I could do a Scottish accent.
Do you
I could do a
know
Scottish
his real-
accent.
Do you know his real name is Mark Sinclair?
Mark
That's not real.
Sinclair.
His real name is Mark.
What? No, it's not. I thought it was Vincenzo, like Vinny.
What?
His fucking name's Mark, dude.
No, everybody in Hollywood has a fake name. Nobody's has their real names in Hollywood.
That's
Yeah,
Nobody's
but
name's
stupid.
Mark. Okay.
Well, obviously his name's not Vin, but it couldn't have just been like Vincent.
No,
No.
it's Mark.
No, it's
not.
Mark, dude.
No.
What's wrong with Mark?
Nothing. It's just
There's
No
too
one
many
knows.
Marks.
it's a far cry from
Mark
Vin Diesel.
Ruffalo, Mark Wahlberg,
No.
Mark Sinclair. That sounds dumb. I wouldn't
That's
want.
why.
Would
This is
would
why
you
yeah.
watch a
people
Mark
have
Sinclair
nicknames.
movie? I mean, maybe.
No, I wouldn't.
No.
No, actually, that sounds pretty cool.
Well, no.
But
How would
Vin
you know that he
Diesel?
can drive a
I mean,
car?
come on, Vin Diesel. He literally renamed himself around his role.
That's what I'm saying.
in
Like, if I saw
Fast and
like
Furious.
if I saw a Fast and Furious poster and it said Mark Sinclair, I'd be like, well, he doesn't know how to drive a
I
car.
don't
He
know,
doesn't
he-
even
that
have a
sounds like a spy
car-related
or
last
something.
name. Yeah, he doesn't have a car-related last name.
He could be a James Bond, Mark Sinclair as James Bond. I'd watch that movie. But then it's Vin
Ooh,
Diesel. Like if he does do that and he goes by Mark Sinclair and it's just Vin Diesel as James Bond, I
Yeah.
would want my money back.
Who would you be?
That'd be awesome.
I mean, like, who would you be more invested in seeing? Driving and winning a fast car race, like some guy named fucking Johnny Ravioli or Tony NASCAR.
Exactly.
True.
Probably Tony NASCAR.
No, he can't say
Yeah.
that. He has to say Tony Fast Car.
Tony
Oh
Fast Car.
yeah.
Yeah, because NASCAR, he would get in trouble if he changed.
I'm
his
pretty.
name
That's
to that.
probably what fucking John Cena's name is in the newest Fast and Furious.
Johnny Fast Car.
Johnny Fast Car. What's
John
John?
Cena's name is also Mark.
It's Mark Sinclair.
Yeah, Vin Diesel made a movie about trying to kill his old identity.
Yo, that's deep, actually.
What's John Cena's name in Fast 9? I will never find this.
What is John Cena's name?
I mean, Dom. Oh, he's Jacob Toretto. Sorry,
Jacob.
his name is Jake.
He's
Jake
Italian. Oh,
John
Jake
Cena's the
Toretto.
John Cena's the
Oh.
most Italian man I've ever seen wrestle
Uh-huh.
or do anything.
Remember his move where he eats all that spaghetti?
Yeah,
He vomits it up on the Undertaker.
That was awesome.
he put Fred in a big meatball.
He also, I think he threw Fred out of his window or something. I'm talking about the Fred movie. But he did also fight with Fred on live
in real life. They actually had a
WWE,
real
Fred
real
was there
fight.
in
Fred
WWE.
kicks his ass.
He was in his pajamas too. in
And
the
John
ring.
Cena spoke completely fluent Chinese during the entire fight. And he said, Fred is not a real person. And then Fred got the Fred Company.
Fred believes in Taiwan. He removed him.
And John Cena had to take care of him.
Uh-huh.
You know, like throw someone out a window, hey, that's called defenestration. Actually, did you know that?
What?
Defenestration. It's when you
What's
throw
that?
someone out a movie or at a window. Theater kids really like it when
Demonstration.
you know what that word is. They really like that word.
The what?
Tumblr kids. Defenestration.
Defenestration.
It's like a funny word because it's a word that specifically means throwing someone out a window. Anyways,
that's quirky, dude. Oh
anyways,
my god, that's quirky.
That's what I'm saying. Anyways, I was watching Shrek 2 last night because I realized I hadn't seen it. Well, we were watching
Ever.
me and Amanda were watching Shrek 3, and I was watching it realizing that I didn't remember any plot points from Shrek 2. Like I don't remember how the fucking story of that movie ends, because whenever I think about what the actual plot was and like how the story got resolved, all I can fucking remember is the donkey and the cat singing Viva La Vida Loca for like 7 minutes. So I don't actually remember what happened at the end of the movie.
Did end of the night.
So we were watching it, and there's the part where like human Shrek is like stuck in a window because he thinks he's stuck in like a high up tower because he thinks Fiona's in there. But then he's like watching from the window as Fiona's gonna marry Prince Charming, who is gaslighting Fiona and her parents that he's Shrek, like that he's Shrek in human form, and they believe him. So like he's gonna have sex with her while she thinks that he's another guy, like without her consent. Right? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Exactly. Anyway,
Yeah.
Shrek is stuck in this room watching this all happen with the fairy godmother there who's like keeping him in the room. And he's just like, oh, I can't believe this is happening. She's just like talking to him. But I'm watching that. I'm like, if I was there, I would be like, bitch, I will kill you. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be attacking. I would throw her out that window. I'd be like, that's my fucking wife. I'm literally married to that person. That's not me. I know that's your son. I will kill you. Let me out of this room. Shrek, like, seems like a guy.
But the
What?
fairy godmother was like saying like, "Oh, look, she doesn't love you," because that was the whole thing.
It's like
She's like, "Look,
I wouldn't
she doesn't
believe
want to
that.
have
yeah,
sex.
she's
She
better
wants
off with an actual man.
a real handsome hunk, not you. You're big and fat and ugly. You're dumb."
I would
And then
still rage out.
Shrek was like, "Oh man, I guess my wife wants to marry a blonde man."
Mhm.
Cringe.
I would still Hulk out. There's no way Shrek wouldn't Hulk out during that and just attack someone.
Maybe she was just trying to gaslight him and into thinking like, oh no, sorry, she actually won't make it unless she marries an Aryan.
That's what the
Marry
whole
this
movie was
Aryan
about.
man. That's what it was all about.
The whole movie was
But
about.
also,
fairy
she
godmother
didn't
was
want to
adopted.
marry Prince Charming because, like, she knew it wasn't Shrek. She was like
Mhm.
because obviously he wasn't acting like Shrek. She was like very
No, I know that.
being
But
weird about it. Like I mean, she was still being forced into it. It's
yeah, that's
kind
what
of
I'm
fucked
saying.
up.
He knew, or in his mind, she thinks that he's Shrek. So in his mind, his full intent is to have sex with her without her knowing who he really is. In his head.
Yeah,
Yeah, Prince Charming's evil.
yeah,
He's an evil fucking character.
cool. Yeah. No.
Let's
Yeah, Marchin. I can't believe you were on
and
Prince
the king was
Charming's
just gonna
side the entire
that's true.
movie.
The king was just gonna let it happen.
Like,
Also, actually, I'm glad Chloe brought that up. The
No, but
king
this,
did
I've
know.
never seen I've never seen
king
like
knew.
a kids movie character who's like where if you just think about it more than like there's like 2 steps away from rape.
Also,
Right?
the king wanted that to happen because
Yeah,
he hated Shrek. He hated Shrek.
because
And he's like, look, this isn't Shrek.
he hated himself because he was really a
Ah,
frog.
And then he
It's
turned
like
into
that.
a frog. Yeah.
Because
It's
he
like
was
that
a
ancient
frog the
Roman
whole time.
comedy. It's like that ancient Roman comedy where Zeus or Jupiter comes down and bangs that like Roman general's wife by pretending to be the Roman general.
Yeah,
And
it's
then the
class.
Roman general comes home and the wife's like, "What? I didn't like that was like what? That wasn't you. That was Zeus." And he's just like, "Oh, Zeus." And it's all like a comedy about like, "Oh, Zeus." Going around and having sex with women without knowing who the fuck he even is. Oh,
Isn't that Clash of the Titans?
That's Class of the Titans.
class. Yeah.
Well, that's what Shrek is.
That's classic Titans.
That's what Shrek is based off of.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was just watching the movie thinking there's a lot of moments in Shrek where I feel like he could just Hulk out more and he just doesn't do it. Like there's a scene where they're trying to get into the factory and it's just like one guy behind a desk and Shrek is like again huge monster and is like, "Oh, like we're from the health inspector." Like why doesn't he just go like "Ah! Ah!" and like just like knock the guy through the desk and like destroy the desk and like break shit and like
Shrek's
throw the
genius.
guy around?
I'm just imagining Joe Rogan saying all this. And
Joe Rogan's never seen Shrek.
If
You would think it's
feels like-
real.
Didn't you watch Shrek get his ass kicked by Puss in Boots? Like
No,
Shrek got his ass kicked.
They
Like,
win that encounter.
yeah, but
by
only
just
because he
brute
started
force.
tossing up a hairball. Like Puss in Boots sucks, but I mean
Yeah,
he was
Puss
still
does
kicking
suck.
Shrek's ass. So I mean, I think they could have killed Shrek. I think they could have killed him.
Do you know if you go on Netflix and you look at Shrek the Fourth, it says the final chapter.
Whoa.
It's like Shrek the Fourth, the final chapter, and they added that.
They what?
Wasn't
Did
Shrek
they?
5 supposed to come out like
Well,
last
You're supposed to
year?
do Shrek
Still
5.
coming out.
It's a revamp though. It's like
Did you say a rebuild?
It's not. It's a revamp.
Oh, I thought Martin said rebuild. Shrek rebuild. Shrek
rebuild?
No,
1.0.
I said, isn't it still coming out?
No, they're doing a reboot.
Essentially, yeah. I think
Why?
eventually it's coming out.
Because I think the studio decided to do a reboot And so they were like, make sure on all copies of Shrek the Ford, you say this is the final chapter.
The final one. This is the last one, guys. That's what they all the Pixar or whoever the fuck made it, DreamWorks, they paid all the movie stores they had to say to people like, guys, this is the final chapter, just so you know. Well, to anyone that bought the movie.
They had $100 million worth of budget to make the movie, but instead they spent that $100 million changing every Shrek the Fourth.
Yeah, recalling
to
it.
say final chapter, and they spent $100 million on that.
What do you think they're gonna update to Shrek in the reboot? Like, what do they need to reboot? If you had to
what's the
reboot
next
something,
DLC?
what would you do?
They're gonna give him human ears.
Oh God, he's gonna
Yeah, okay,
he's
yeah.
gonna Fortnite dance. He's gonna talk about oh God, he's gonna
The
you know
Avengers.
how you watch the new Space Jam?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They say some really cringy shit, like they start like they start dancing and they start
someone in Shrek
Porky
3
Pig
goes
starts rapping.
Someone in Shrek 3 goes, "Who dat?" So
Who dat?
So someone's definitely gonna be like, "Oh, that's a big mood," or like, "You have big Shrek energy." Shrek's gonna make a.
Oh God, they're gonna have Starbucks.
Yeah, they already had Starbucks.
Yeah.
They had Starbucks in Shrek
No,
2.
but it's gonna be even more like obnoxious.
It's gonna be even
No.
funnier.
Yeah,
Shrek
that was funny because it was like they were on Hollywood Boulevard, but in medieval times.
Now
That
they're gonna
was
go.
funny.
That's
Now
true.
they're gonna
That
go
was fucking
to Chernobyl,
Chernobyl.
I hope so.
That'd be
where
awesome.
where Shrek is from.
Uh-huh.
Shrek's gonna make a Funko Pop out of clay and mud.
Do you think
Throw
it's
the
still
whole
gonna be Smash Mouth?
Yeah.
Who would they
They're
pick
not
instead? Huh? Who would?
It would be 21 Pilots.
No, there's no way. It has to be somebody. Oh God, it'd be K-pop, dude. They're gonna do K-pop.
It's gonna be BTS. It's gonna do
It's
the
gonna
Shrek
be
soundtrack.
BTS doing a
Yeah.
cover, a K-pop cover of
All Star.
All Star, and I'm a Believer.
That'd be cute.
That'd be pretty cool, and it'd be good too for the Korean audience, I guess, that they're trying to get with this one. I mean, I guess Zoomers would flock to that more. Like, oh,
Love it.
BTS is doing Smash Mouth songs in Shrek. Gotta see that.
And they already know who Shrek is.
Yeah.
I'd watch that. I'd watch BTS play. That's the only time I'd watch BTS is if they played Smash Mouth. That'd be freaking awesome.
Shrek orders like Amazon packages, and they're like they're delivered by like it's like they're delivered by like an alligator or like something from the Amazon jungle or something, or it's like he gets them from a river, or there's like an Amazon factory in the actual Amazon. I can't think of like a fairy tale version. No, it'd be delivered by like a Wonder Woman, because they're like Amazons.
Oh, Wonder Woman.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's actually
that's funny.
A wonderful woman.
You literally that would literally make sense in the Shrek universe. I could absolutely see them doing that. The whole like have an actual Amazon come by to deliver your Amazon package.
And
that's their whole shit.
He's gonna be a hot tub streamer too, in like one of his big mud holes.
No, my God. Dude, that's actually Shrek would be a great hot tub streamer.
Shrek, the rebooted Shrek is gonna be he's a Twitch streamer.
I see. So they cash in on that, like since Lord of the Rings, they recently had that clash about whether or not to have like nudity in the new series. Like Shrek's cashing in on that by having all nudity, by having lots and lots of nudity in the new Shrek series.
I want to see Shrek's big blue vein on his green cock. You know
exactly
what nudity in Lord of the Rings?
8 different shades of green, all the way down.
What are you talking about, Lord of the Rings? The Amazon show?
Like, for the Amazon show, there's like a thing about whether or not they're gonna include nudity in it.
What, like the Hobbits?
I have no idea. There was like I don't know. All I remember is that some people were upset. Some people were, I don't know. To be fair, I don't know. I don't think you need to put tits in Lord of the Rings. I don't know how that improves it. I don't know how that, like, I don't know.
Sauron like takes his. Someone puts a ring on their cock.
Yeah, well, like,
know what I'm saying?
okay, if that's the change, then I would actually, I actually changed my mind, and I think they should put it in.
There's some shots in Shrek that if you told me that it was from Lord of the Rings, I'd believe you.
Yeah. Basically,
Shrek, like the first one,
or the second
all
one.
of them. Third one,
Just all of them, dude.
That third one's basically Lord of the Rings.
Okay. Shrek has a bunch of forest animals, and he blows them up into balloons.
Well, not that shot.
Oh,
I
Did they not
meant
do
more
that
like
in
No.
Lord of the Rings. When did they not? They did that in Lord of the Rings, basically. I remember that.
yeah, Gandalf does.
What about
that.
when Shrek has
yeah.
to fight all of the merry men in the forest, and then
Uh-huh.
Fiona kicks their asses?
That's from the Twin Towers.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
That's when
Yeah.
Sam kills all those orcs in the tower to save Frodo.
Shrek 3 does suck my ass though. We watched it, so we watched Shrek 2.
Yeah,
Well, no, so we started watching Shrek 3, and I was like, I don't know what's happening because I don't remember what happened in Shrek 2. So we watched Shrek 2, and then we watched Shrek 3, and I was like, oh, this is yeah, I see why people didn't like this when it came out. I see how Shrek Mania was kind of faltering.
Yeah.
And you could tell it was at the height of Shrek Mania too. There's like lines because like when they made the first Shrek, it's like you can tell that they didn't know if it was gonna be famous. They're just writing a movie. But then
Yeah.
like in Shrek 3, there's lines where he's like, it's like I can do whatever I want. I'm Shrek, or like nothing bad ever happens to me because I'm Shrek.
I'm
And it's like
Shrek.
they were getting a little too big for their britches here.
Yeah,
you can
remember when
tell.
Shrek got away with all those murders in that movie because he was Shrek?
Yeah, remember when he ran over those two women in Ireland?
Remember when he was
Just
running?
because he's Shrek.
It was like the most televised police chase in Far Far Away.
And he just got away with it.
He
Dude.
just got away with it.
But he had like he had a really good defense team.
Yeah, he had $10,000 cash, a revolver in the driver's seat, but
Just the
yeah,
one glove for the
yeah,
kid.
the one glove didn't fit, so Shrek got away with it all.
He pretty much got away with all of it, and now we'll never know who killed Fiona and her new boyfriend.
And Prince Charming.
Oh yeah, it was Prince Charming. See, that would be a good parody for the new Shrek movie, the new Shrek reboot. I was like, the entire time I was watching it with Amanda, I was like, God, like any franchise that I want to be public domain so bad, it would be Shrek. I could do so much with it. I want someone to like go over Shrek, but like color correct it and like fudge with the model a little bit because I feel like Shrek has the exact same proportions as like Tony Soprano. And so you could just like literally put him in there.
Replace him with Tony Soprano. Yeah, like if you could go over movies like in Gary's mod, how like I don't know, you can like I don't know, you should just be able to replace the models and keep the animation.
I'm saying.
All right.
Like especially since like Shrek has the exact same like probably 3D skeleton as like Sal from Impractical Jokers.
Ooh.
I think they look exactly the same. Anyways, that's enough about fucking Shrek. Remember when like Shrek used to just be shorthand for comedy?
Yeah, you can
Like,
just say
like,
that.
You
My
wouldn't have
name's
to,
Shrek. People
you
would
wouldn't really have to
lose
come
their
up with a
fucking
joke.
minds.
Dude,
Yeah.
I would. I was one of those people. I'd lose my fucking mind.
Yeah, my name's Shrek. My name's Shrek. If you say it enough, it gets funny.
Mhm.
It does.
Yeah.
Because people really love. There was like a time where like if you posted something with Shrek, you know how we all would do that. Like if you
Yeah.
saw something where it's like Shrek, all the comments would be like the funniest people in the world going
Shrek is love.
Shrek is love, Shrek is life,
Yeah.
right? Like everyone used to go nuts for that, even though it comes from like it doesn't really age well. It's like a really like almost it's a homophobic like green text story that everyone thought was the funniest. Like everyone, like not even people that are usually into that, like moms and dads and families across the world.
Only teenagers like that.
That's
Do you know
true.
why? Because the only people on 4chan are teenagers and really creepy old dudes.
Yeah, but then it got off 4chan and someone made the Left 4 Dead animation.
I know, and then it got bigger, and then because everybody knew who Shrek was, they were like, "Oh my god, this is hilarious!"
And everyone knew who Hitler was.
Exactly.
That was the other person in the animation.
What? No, it was.
Yeah, wasn't it a model of Hitler in the animation?
No, it was
It was
the guy from
Ellis.
Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, it was Ellis
Are
from
you
Left 4
sure?
Dead.
I saw a
am.
different. I saw
Yeah,
a different
of course
animation.
you saw a different one, Matt.
Because everyone was
guess.
trying
You
to
probably saw
capitalize
yours
off
on
of
iFunny or something.
No, I saw this one on YouTube.
Oh, well, that makes sense too.
Everyone was trying to capitalize off of
What
the
the fuck?
resurgence of ironic Shrek mania, but then it got really
On
unfunny
this-
really fast.
Oh, this
Again,
one is Ellis. Okay.
that's the main one.
Oh, okay. I'm remembering this one now. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, anyways, Shrek is outlived. I'm sure that when the reboot comes out and they do something really cringy, it'll be funny again for like a month. And then after that, it's fine. Like, no one's talking about the fucking Sonic the Hedgehog movie anymore. Right? It's like these things die out way faster. But Shrek was
They've
like...
always died out in
No,
a
Shrek...
week.
The ironic, like, Shrek shit lasted for way longer than it should have.
Yeah.
You'll still see people comment, like, Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
I don't think so.
Gonna get the most liked comment on to something with Shrek in it.
I think that shit died out. I think the mid 2010s MLG, damn son, where'd you find this weed and Doritos everywhere and like ear rape, like mom get the camera and the sniper, the whole fucking mess. And then like Shrek is love, Shrek is life was there too. Yeah, that shit died out in like milliseconds. It was the worst firework. It blew up on the ground. Okay, you didn't even get to enjoy it.
I don't think.
No, Shrek is love, Shrek is life. That shit died quick, and it was really bad. MLG shit died really quick, and then you realize, oh, everything is just a flash in the pan. Literally everything, except for Wojak. Wojak is Wojak is like Rage Comics. They're there to stay forever.
Like hieroglyphics.
They're basically hieroglyphics at this point.
Out, brief candle. That's what I say whenever I see
a really
that's funny
what you
meme.
say?
Yeah, I always say that. I always know exactly when a meme dies out.
Me waiting for the single mother to stop crying so I can tell her that I've raised the rent. That's my favorite one. Have you ever seen that? That gets posted a lot. And it's just like the dog. It's just like a zoom in on a dog's face.
You can literally post every week. There'll be a new face that you're allowed to just put whatever you want.
I know. You zoom in on any animal's face, and it's hilarious. Remember the dog,
Walter?
Yeah, Walter calling the hamster, the really ugly hamster.
You guys remember Walter White?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I know it is. It's great because you just take any face and you put whatever you want over it, and it's funny, dude.
It happens.
Up. I didn't think
every
Walter
day.
White was that ugly.
There's that one with The Rock, and he just stares at the camera and says 99, 100. Or it's 1, 2, skip a few, 99, 100.
Yeah, that's funny.
Like, it's such nothing. It's such nothing.
Exactly. That's why it's funny. Because, like, what the fuck does it mean? It doesn't mean anything.
You could, like, people should just collect these and trade them around. I mean, that's what people used to do. Someone used to have, like, a picture of FDR really zoomed in, and it said some, like, 1950s shit. Or whenever FDR was around, and they would pass it around. They'd pass it to their friend during class, and their friend would just like fucking lose it,
I was playing board games with my brothers, and something happened. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, "That shit's straight bussin'," and they looked at me. Right, they're older, and they were like, "What the fuck did you just say?" And I said, "That's straight bussin'." And they're like, I don't know if you're allowed to say that. That sounds racist. They're like, what? Like, bussin' dishes? It's like, what are you trying to say, basically? I'm like, no, that shit's straight bussin'. So my brother had to go down and ask his wife what bussin' meant. He had to leave the table.
Honey, what is bussin'?
Mean? What exactly is bussin'? Is he allowed to say that?
Honey, where's my bussin'?
Pretty sure Frozen would say that. Frozone, I mean. Fuck. This is bussing. My
Mr.
super
Frozen.
suit's
Stop.
bussing.
Stop.
Mr. Incredible would say that too.
I
So
don't
it's-
think anybody would say that in that movie.
He puts his
Maybe,
belt on. He goes, "It's bussing."
Yo,
Awesome.
this suit's bussin'. That's what. Yeah, that's what Mr. Incredible says.
Shrek's gonna say that. You know, Shrek's gonna say that.
Oh, my
yeah,
god,
I
bussin'.
can't wait.
It's like the Cold Ones skit where they do Fiverr and they're like, we want animations done of what we say, and one of them is like Shrek and Donkey, and he's like, Donkey, these waffles are bussin'.
I'm telling you, why don't you, instead of just paying someone to do that and giving your idea away, you just kind of put that in the movie. You know, they can steal that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
They should steal that. They should put that. If Shrek says to Donkey that these waffles are bussin',
Straight bussin'.
I'd
That'd be
give him all of my money.
Hey,
I'm
The only-
if Shrek or if Donkey says sheesh, oh my god.
You know, Shrek's gonna say poggers,
Oh my god.
Poggers.
There's
Like,
no way that he says poggers.
especially if he's a Switch.
That's too much.
a Twitch streamer, but it'll be called Witch.tv.
Holy fuck. If
TV.
oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I can't
That
wait.
sounds
Why are
like
we
a
doing this Shrek movie?
a cam girl site though.
Witch.tv. Oh, could you imagine if there's a cam girl site, but it's just like hot witch babes doing magic and hexes and like making potions for you? People keep like people
God,
pay
I
for
wish.
different ingredients.
Cauldron
They put in their-
streams.
Yeah,
They're in the cauldron, dude. Oh my gosh.
you can make a donation to. They'll put like different ingredients in it. Like,
Ah.
yeah. Well, thanks for redeeming a frog leg. know? They read your names, but it's like in a hex. So like they're just cursing you.
Oh shit. Yeah, $50 or more to get cursed.
Twitch would ban those so fast.
Yeah.
there's too much
Oh
black.
shit.
There's too much black magic being
I
performed.
wonder if black magic is banned on Twitch.
it
I wonder
has
if
to be, right?
witches
Like
are
there's
banned
no.
on Twitch.
They'd probably if you were like doing if you had a Twitch stream where like there was clearly a pentagram in frame and like a goat skull.
No, I mean like yeah, if you're doing Satanist shit, yeah, if you have
Yeah.
a goat skull. No, I'm saying like
That's black
Just-
magic.
just doing like
Yeah.
magic or anything or like hexing people. I feel like you're allowed to do that on Twitch. I feel like you could be like subscribe to be hexed. I'll put you in the death note if you subscribe.
Do you think Twitch would ban someone if like if everyone?
fucking killed.
Do you think Twitch would ban someone if like oh thanks for joining and then they would quickly like stop whatever game they're playing and then write that person's name in the death note
Yeah.
and then show it to everyone and like they would explicitly say like all right if you subscribe I will write your name and you will die. I'll write your name. Like obviously it doesn't happen because it's real life, but he was like my intent is to write your name in this book so that you will die. Twitch
Yeah,
would definitely
if you
not stand for that.
explicitly say it.
Yeah.
If you explicitly say anything like that, you're gonna get banned. That's why people don't say shit explicitly. Like people who suck on ears in the ASMR section. They're not gonna explicitly say like I'm doing this in a sexual manner because then they're gonna get banned.
Yeah, but
Right?
basically people you're gonna get banned if you
No,
say
yes,
like
no,
I'm
you're
gonna
right. No,
blow
no,
up.
yes, you would get banned if you said yes. If you subscribe to me, I'm gonna write this name in this booklet, and this is the death note. Do you know what that means? You're gonna die. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
My intent is to kill you. Then yes, you're gonna get banned. So what? So
No,
so
what- I think someone's gonna get banned if they're like, I have a bomb and I plan to go to this address with the bomb and my gun, or
I
like,
believe this shit.
or I'm
I
gonna
think-
kill my subscribers with my mind. Twitch, he's implicitly saying he's gonna kill them.
I think basically, I
Yeah.
think you're full of shit. I think you should start streaming and see and
Start right now. Say
do a
I
banned off of Twitch speedrun.
I would
listen,
it would be
subscriber,
very
with-
easy. I just take my dick out.
Mhm.
Easy ban, quickest ban ever.
No,
I
you
just-
have to do it the way you said it. You would. You'd have to
What,
do
like,
it.
oh,
with your
I'm
death
going to
note.
kill you. I'm going to murder
kill you
you.
with my death note.
I'm
Yeah.
going to kill you with my death note.
Uh huh.
And then I pull out a gun. And I'm like, this is my death note. Tell me
I
where you
honestly
live.
think Twitch would ban you if you kept saying enough, like, I'm gonna kill you with magic, which isn't real. I'm gonna kill you. This isn't real.
Leave with
They'd
magic.
be like, shut this guy's stream down. We don't know what this guy's up to.
Yeah, if people were like bothered by it enough, and
People are
then if
tuning
you
into this
report
guy's.
it enough, then yeah, probably, or they'll just tell you to stop.
Imagine like tuning into that stream and be like, this is scary. He might actually kill us with his mind. This is
Yeah,
fucking
and
scary.
people would believe it too because people are fucking crazy, and they would like scream and cry on Reddit like, he's gonna kill me with his mind, and he's serious about it.
Someone would comment, be like,
I can't believe this guy
isn't-
would say something
this
like that.
isn't-
Doesn't he know that magic is real? And
No, it'd be
doesn't
like,
he
this
know that
seems like
magic
a
is real?
joke. This seems like it could be a joke, but doing this to actual children should actually be banned, and someone should actually be monitoring this and stopping this.
Yeah.
Saying that you're gonna magic someone to death, is still bullying. Okay.
Especially when Harry Potter is so prevalent in our day-to-day life. Be better. Be better.
better.
Be better.
Hey Reddit, we can be better than this.
Be better.
Oh, nobody would ever say that. They would only tell other people that they can be better. Because when you say that, that means you're already the best. Right?
That's true.
You guys could
Be better. Maybe you should be elevating POC voices. Be better. It's like, what? I'm talking about killing people with my Death Note, man. What are you talking about?
That's not part of the conversation at all.
That's what I'm saying. But Reddit would say it anyways. I hate Reddit. Reddit needs to be stopped.
Need to be stopped. Put them down.
I can't wait till we go back to our Reddit segments. I've just been like, I've been holding off on it for a long time just so I can let Basie kind of reset. And also, I need more content for it because I'm too scared to like look for stuff for ass Reddit or whatever the fuck we do.
Ass Reddit, yeah.
Dude, we're on ass Reddit. Can everyone post our ass?
Can we name that the segment instead? Ass Reddit.
That was the segment in our like second episode.
Oh, was it? Damn
Yeah.
it.
But then we stopped doing it because it was too annoying.
Yeah, I love that segment.
It's too cringy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, speaking of cringy, Basie, where can they find us?
r/post unavailable.
We don't have that. That's been
Link in bio.
That's actually quarantine. It's a quarantine subreddit because people kept posting death videos on it.
We have a Redbubble.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy our merch on Redbubble.
It just says Shrek 5, and it's a lip. Then it's a monkey showing its lips, or an ape showing its ape lips. It's threatening aura.
We're on the Joe Rogan Experience network now. We're working under Joe Rogan.
Yep. He
and you can add me on Pokemon Unite. My number is 4826788342137987.
But
that's my friend code, so add me.
And then after you add that, you can also find us on Instagram, Post Unavailable Pod, on YouTube, Post Unavailable, and iTunes and Spotify and everywhere else. You'd get a podcast, and there's a YouTube video on the channel every Friday. So hey, you know what? Why don't you go down there and watch some videos?
So the podcast is out there. Search for it.
The truth is out there. The phrase that we've coined here. That no one else uses. The truth is out there. We always say that here.
One piece is
no
out there.
such thing as a coincidence.
There's no such
that's
thing.
what we always say.
There's no such thing as a podcast. The fact that you are hearing our voices is our energies
energetically aligned. You know what my favorite part about any quote is?
What's that?
You can say any quote, like anything that's even remotely inspirational, and then you can say Marcus Aurelius, and people will freak out about it. They're like, see, the Greeks knew everything, man. They knew everything, man. They knew what was up. See, they knew even back then what was up. It's like
They knew it all along. Why were they hiding it from us?
Eat well and enjoy company, Marcus Aurelius. It's like, yes, dude. Oh my god, I love him so much, man.
If you want to be successful, stop following people who aren't rooting for your own success.
That's it.
Marcus
With the
Aurelius.
with the interrupt too, which are like, were
Yeah, they're not. They'll be like
Really
not
in
small,
mind.
right?
it was it was a direct quote. They're really good back then. I'm
All right,
marking
guys,
down
stay on the
so
Sigma grind set. Stay on that Sigma mill grind set. We'll
Yeah,
see
don't
you
let your
guys
frame be
next
broken.
week. No, see you guys next
Do
week.
not let your frame be broken. Oh my god.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.